The Herald Standard presents the Game of the Week. Tonight, two teams are already looking toward the playoffs. West Greene and California battle for conference supremacy in this action-packed thriller. On the first snap of the game, California Trojans quarterback Austin Grillo's handoff to senior running back Jelani Stafford leads to an immediate turnover. But the defense holds, and West Greene Pioneers quarterback Gavin Scott tries to save the drive on a fourth down scamper, but falls short of the sticks. The Trojans have the ball, and they push downfield. Grillo runs the ball to the 20-yard line. And on third down, Jelani runs it into the end zone for the game's first score. And the two-point conversion pass to Malik Ramsey makes it an 8-0 game. California takes the lead. West Greene quarterback to Ben Jackson leads to a 27-yard gain. And Jackson again for the touchdown. And again for the two-point conversion. We are tied at 8. The Trojans on the line of scrimmage. Handoff to freshman running back Damani Stafford. Stuffed at the line? No, not him. He won't quit. Coach East Ryan shows his stuff. And you can see where this is going, right into the end zone. Jelani Stafford. It's 16-8. California. And surprise, surprise, an onside kick, and it worked. But a turnover takes it back. But wait, a late takedown on the quarterback gives the ball right back. Second quarter, West Greene has the ball. A reverse sends Nathan Brudnock 24 yards across midfield. But on fourth down, an incomplete pass ends the drive. In the second half, West Greene again. Jackson breaks loose for the touchdown. But a missed two-point conversion leaves the Pioneers in a two-point hole. Early in the fourth, California does it again. Lucas Kwok on the pass and run. The Trojans have a two-possession lead. The Pioneers move across midfield. A completed pass to Brudnock. And again, Andrew Litton pulls it in near the end zone. But now it's fourth down. In a loss of yardage, dashes West Greene's hope of wrapping up the conference. And this game ends 24-14, the home team.
Jonathan Guth here for the Herald Standard Game of the Week with Cal running back Jelani Stafford. And Jelani, coming into this game, you guys had a little bit of a tough start to the season. I know some injuries for yourself too, right? Hindered a little bit of the start of the season, but you guys are really starting to hit on all cylinders now. And what do you think was like a turning point for you guys? Did it happen earlier in the year in a game maybe even you lost? Like, I know you guys played Wash High pretty tough, which is a powerhouse AA team. So was there any point specifically, or you just started to hit the right time?
I would say specifically would be I feel like the Wash High game. The Wash High game was a turning point in our season. I say this because at the end of the season, our guys didn't really vibe together. They didn't play together. They didn't play as a unit. And I think over the course of those first 4 or 5 games, it gave us a little bit of confidence to understand that we still are a very talented football team. And no detriment to West Greene, they're a very, very, very good team as well. But I think we came to play today and we came out on top. So. And
they always, it's Jackson. with Warren, he's obviously one of the better backs in the Whipple, but I know you pride yourself on being a good back. But you guys kind of like to spread it around a little bit, right?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Obviously, you get some chances, but your brother comes in. Lucas, I think, Jaden. I mean,
Yes, sir.
and then your quarterback Austin Grill, and he even threw a couple well, the one was a big touchdown for you.
Yeah.
So all that running, and then boom, there's a big, nice 26-yard touchdown. So is that something just you guys always pride yourself on, that hey, even if they're keen on you and they do happen to stop you, other guys can come in and do the job too?
Definitely. Everybody on our team puts in equal amount of effort. In practice, everyone gets reps. When we're at practice and there's 6 running backs, everybody gets the same amount of reps. Everybody gets in, they do their job, and we do it to the highest degree that we can. And that's something we really do pride ourselves on, because not only can we run the ball, but we're learning to be versatile, that we can pass the ball this year. Last year we didn't really pass the ball, which kind of led to our decline last year in the Amoni game, because everyone knows about the Amoni game. We started to pass the ball a little late, but this year we're starting to learn how to accommodate and work it in our game plan, so we'll see how that goes for the rest of the season.
Yeah, no, with you guys, I mean, you get that last drive and you just kind of take the ball and then you stop them, and on the key defensive stop, I mean, everybody probably is like, Jackson's going to get the ball.
Oh, yeah.
And you guys make the tackle. I mean, saying he's going to get it is it's a lot easier saying it than stopping him. But now, I don't know if you play as much defense really, but how do you think just on the defensive side of the ball you guys handled yourself?
I think we handled ourselves well. I mean, there were obviously some mess ups. Everybody has their mess ups. Everybody makes their mistakes. But at the end of the day, when you go out there and you do your job and you do it to the highest degree that you can, you're playing aggressive, you're playing full speed, you're running downhill, there's not much you can complain about. And obviously, as you see how the scoreboard turned out, 24-14, we got the win. So I mean, I'm not satisfied with how we played. I'm happy, and I'm pretty sure my team's happy too.
And you guys are battle tested. I know West Greene was in the playoffs and Menneson, but you guys have had some success. So I'm sure it's like, hey, we get in. I know now it's like a crazy 3-way tie at the top, but you get in, and hopefully, I mean, who knows how it's going to handle. I know there's all these like scenarios and Gardner points, but you guys get in. I'm sure no matter where it is, you feel pretty good, right, about yourself against any team in single A.
Oh, definitely. I mean, after you played that Wash High game, you can obviously tell that is a AA perennial powerhouse, and they're a very good team, very talented team. So I mean, once we showed that we can take a stand against them, it was 28-25 going into the fourth quarter against them. Due to 2 messed up plays, they scored, we lost the game. But at the same time, it was a learning curve. So at the same time, I don't think we lost. I think we learned overall. It was a loss on our record, but it wasn't a loss in the mind to us. That's how I feel.
And you come in, I mean, and last year for us at the Herald, you're our touchdown club leader. Now Ben's got that, and I mean, he's got a pretty good lead. Not to throw it up against you and Ben, but it's still an exciting, enticing matchup. But I'm sure you'd take the W's over any individual accolade, right?
Yeah, W's any day. We need W's. At the end of the day, I'm willing to put my body on the line for my team. I'm willing to do whatever I have to do for my team. If I got to run the ball and it's 4th and 85, I'm running the ball when it's 4th and 85, and I don't care. I'll do whatever. But I mean, I'm not going to take away from Jackson. He's very talented, very good kid. Know him outside of football. He's a very good guy. So I mean, I give him his credit always. Always give credit when it's due.
And just seeing your brother in there. I mean, I know that's you've played with him, and how's that been for you? Because he's a freshman and you're a senior. Do you ever have to come down on him?
Oh yeah, we butt heads. I mean, we butt heads at home. So that's just what it is. But at the same time, he knows I love him. I love him to death. I want him to be great. I want him to be 10 times better than me. I think I'm an okay player, but he's going to be something special. He's going to be a very good kid. He's just gonna have to go through the learning curve first. But we bump heads often, but it's all love. It's all love.
And it's wonderful tonight. I mean, you guys have a great crowd as always, but I'm sure it's nice to just have everybody in here and watching you guys play. And I know you got some road games, but I know Cal travels well, right?
Oh yeah.
And I'm sure Coach won't let you say like, well, it's great we beat West Greene, because you'll probably be on you right in film session.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was exciting because it was homecoming. Homecoming, you have to win. You have to. And we haven't won a home game this season yet, which really is dissatisfying, but we won when it counted. And I'm happy with how it turned out. It's just, we're here now. We're here now, looking forward to the playoffs.
Alrighty. Well, congratulations. Thanks, buddy. All right, Jonathan Guth here with head coach for California, Darren Dillon. Coach, came into the game. You guys had I don't want to say troubles, but, probably not the start of the season you'd like, but I know there were some injuries, and plus you played some pretty tough non-section competition. So, I mean, I'm sure you couldn't be prouder of the guys, the way they responded against a very tough attack, and probably one of the best running backs in the Whippeal, Jackson. I know you got a good one yourself, but still.
We got a couple good ones. Yeah, this is big for our program. The first few weeks, it seemed like a nightmare. It seemed, we couldn't do anything right. We kept on getting hurt. It seemed like, the first 4 weeks, 5 weeks, we just wanted to get through it. Tough teams. So this was good. This was big for us. West Greene's a really good team. They play well. They keep it simple and they run downhill. So it was a big challenge for us. It was a must win, and it was a must win by 10 for us. So, and that was the game plan. Hey, we're going to run the ball, throw a little pass in here and there, and try to get by 10. That was our plan.
And you guys, like you said, you have a couple good backs. You can try to spread it around, give it to different people, and then grow maybe you don't think necessarily as a pass team, but he makes that big fourth down conversion, you score a touchdown, and that's kind of all she wrote, right?
Yeah, Austin Grill is awesome. He's a great kid, great leader. He does everything we ask of him. Beat up, hurt, no matter what, he's ready to play. So, I really respect Austin Grill a lot. He does a wonderful job for us.
And talk about that last sequence there down there when their last drive that they were threatening. They get a fourth down play. It goes to Jackson. I know he's a guy you would key on, but
right.
You still got to make the play. And if you could just talk about that play and what your kids did in that last play to stop him.
Yeah, so we talked to our kids about just staying low, stay in your gap control. Don't get washed out of your gap. Don't get blown out of your gap. Stay nice and low. Come off the ball. Watch the ball. I actually thought the fullback was going to get the ball originally. So It's great. Because Jackson's. Everybody's keying on him. But we really didn't have to play spy this week. We just played some base defense, switched up a couple of things with it, and different alignments this week. But we really kept it base and just try to do your job. That was it.
And you told me before that it's coming down to every conference game's kind of like a must. So you're almost, I know it's cliche to say, but you're in playoff mode right now, right?
Right now, Yeah. So the good thing about losing early, you lost early. So right now the second half of the season is so important for us. It's so important for us to win every week. Do your job, try to get healthy. Get out of there. Without any injuries. So we've been stressing the whole idea of playoffs since Wash High Week. We talked about make sure that you do your job, and we did well. I know the result wasn't what we wanted, but we played well.
And at the end of the drive or end of the game there, a nice ball control offense. I know it's 2-possession game, but still you don't want to give them any chance to get the ball back. So if you could just talk about that last drive and how the kids executed there.
We kept it simple. Told the kids, I'm like, you drive down, eat the clock up, and the outcome's going to be positive for us. And that's what we knew. We knew we had the lead, but we needed to win by 10. So we did not want to give the ball over to them. Jackson, one play and he's gone. That's he's known for that.
Yeah.
He hits the inside and then bounces it out and he's gone. So it was real important for us, and the kids understood that we have to win by 10, control the clock, drive it down. And we got lucky down here. We caught them off sides, so that was really big for us too.
And with that 10, that's kind of with tiebreakers?
Yeah, so everything sounds like 10, and there's no guarantee that we're even in. I don't even know. Someone was trying to explain it to me, but I guess I'm not as smart as the WL. So I'll just let them tell me what to do and how to do it, and and we'll be there. So I don't know how they're going to figure it out. Problem is we got Bentworth next week. It's a quality team. They play well. They throw the ball. So we got to get ready for them.
I guess it's just a situation. You got to play it out and finish strong, and
we can only do what we can do.
However they determine it is how it's determined, right?
Yeah. So right now I think with the way it looks right now, I don't know what Monessen did tonight, but it looks like us three are at the top of the conference. It looks like everybody has 10-point wins against each other. So it's going to come down to Gardner points, and I have no clue how to figure that one out.
All right, Coach. Well, congratulations.
Thanks for your time. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Jonathan Guth here for the Herald Standard Game of the Week with West Greene coach Rod Hubman. Coach, game come down to just it was like down at the end there. You guys had a chance, punch it in. Unfortunately, couldn't do it. I know there were some other plays there that I'm sure you would like to not have, and some penalties, but ultimately got to convert right in those last situations.
We obviously had our opportunities. Hats off to California. They played an outstanding game on defense, and their ground game's hard to stop. Our boys played with a lot of heart. we got the turnovers that we needed. We just didn't cash in, and sometimes that's the way it goes.
And that's
but it's far from over. We're still in the playoff hunt, and that's why we play the game for next week. For the next week.
And you mentioned, before about Cal having so many weapons in the backfield, and it's just not Jelani Stafford, it's his brother, it's the Qual kid, Zuzak, Ryan. They have a lot of different weapons, and I knew knew that going in, but I'm sure it's even if you have a good game plan, it's tough to stop, right?
Well, they just ate clock on us. We held them in check pretty well. I'm not dissatisfied with the way our defense played at all. We had that goal line stand right there at halftime. That was big. That kept us in it. And we come out and scored, and we were right in the ball game and gave up one. So, it is what it is. You have to live with it, move on to the next day. I'm proud of our guys. Hats off to California. They played a great game.
All right, Coach. Well, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.